That's a great question because a couple things. It's important to have a team and people that you can rely on to hold you accountable. You know what I mean? To be there for your sparring, all kinds of training and stuff like that. But as far as the fight itself, it's very individual. You know what I mean? And you got to really cater to yourself. In a way, you got to be selfish. You know what I mean? I tell everybody that who's coming up in the sport. You got to do what's best for you. If you're gonna make this a career and you're gonna try to be a professional fighter, you're gonna have to be selfish. That's just the reality of the sport. But at the same time, you got to have people that you can rely on. Like I said, like a home team, a home base. And that's what Rain's always been. Welcoming to anybody who comes in here. So everybody here is pretty close too, and it's important though. Really, is for just to have that. The support system around you. You know what I mean? That's the big point. The importance of having a team around you for sure. The biggest thing that I've noticed is just giving your time. You know what I mean? Time is a huge sacrifice that nobody has a lot of. Giving your time to help somebody else or to be there for them and talk to them. So in my experience, making time is the hardest part to do for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things you could do to be there for somebody. Whether it's help them drill, spar, technique, but even more so outside of the gym. What you see how they're doing. I mean, being a leader. Because there's actually a lot of kids that I mentor. The same thing. Just whether it's just giving advice. Hey, things that they've been through, that I've been through, that they're going through. Stuff like that. But more than anything, it's just making the time to do so. Really, just analyzing Rory specifically. What he's good at, what he does well. And feed that in what I do well. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't really buy too much into what people, who they beat, their whole record, that whole thing. But it doesn't matter. I can acknowledge what they're good at and make adjustments in my training. But for me, I know what I'm good at and what I got to do to get where I'm comfortable and succeed. And that's the tricky part. I was told when I signed this fight with Rory MacDonald that it was going to be the #1 contender fight. So, which is exactly why I signed it. Regardless of who the name is, you could have put any name in there, and I would have signed the contract because that's the only reason why I'm in the sport. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to that title, and I don't want to waste my time. But yeah, after the fight with Rory, I will be a #1 contender.